because this is prototypical Ubisoft. Ubisoft was apparently working on an Assassin's Creed multiplayer game, which I believe was called Hex. I think it was codename Hex. I don't know if that's the one that they were canceling. Oh, codename League. Oh, so this was a whole nother one. So there's like multiple Assassin's Creed multiplayer games. Interesting. Well, regardless, apparently they were working on an Assassin's Creed multiplayer game, codename League, and it has now been confirmed to be canceled. According to Origami, Assassin's Creed League was originally planned as multiplayer DLC for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Hold on. So this gets even better. This gets even better. So Shadows got felted so much that you don't even want to continue. Oh my God. It just keeps getting better. How does this keep getting better? The game was designed around 4 assassins joining forces set in feudal Japan to align with Shadows. League was reportedly intended to close out the season pass with a collection of scripted 4-player cooperative missions. But that's because, if you guys don't remember, they have completely canceled all future content for Assassin's Creed Shadows. They're done. They had other content that they had planned, but they're completely done. They're not doing anything anymore. So that makes sense. That will make sense that this also got canceled if this was supposed to be the ending of whatever content they had planned for Shadows. Yeah, basically more microtransactions, turning it into a fucking live service fucking bullshit video game. This is why Assassin's Creed is in the shitter. You guys took an amazing single-player experience. You threw in a bunch of microtransactions that nobody wanted. You designed the game entirely around those microtransactions. You designed the pacing of the game around those microtransactions. You basically added mobile elements to the game with building and time and all that shit that you can speed up if you spend money. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Go back to the fucking drawing board. Tencent needs to get involved and get Ubisoft to get their shit together. Although, to be honest with you, I don't think they want to, because then they could just buy Ubisoft for cheap when it fails. I really feel like that's their ultimate plan. But anyway, that's been canceled. ACC with a 25 says Assassin's Creed Minnesota with combos to leer. Oh, man. Oh, Assassin's Creed leering. Yes, that's what it's going to be. You know what? Hold on. I got you right now. Make me a video game logo for a game called Assassin's Creed Leering. Make it similar to the same logo of Ubisoft Assassin's Creed video games. Let's see how that works. I'm gonna put that into the machine. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's continue. In the meantime, fuck Assassin's Creed. We got more Ubisoft news, guys. Apparently, they're not happy. And we all know they weren't going to be happy. Apparently, they had a meeting of the minds. A meeting of the minds. Odin Dark with a 2. We was BLM writing in feudal Japan and chic. Facts. Sounds about accurate. Torinol with a 2 on Rumble says, to be fair to High Guard's DLC dump, it's literally use it or lose it. Problem is, players have ID'd the brand as one they dislike without changing the branding. The game is cooked. Yes. Yes, I agree, Torinol. 100%. Couldn't have said it better myself. It doesn't matter how much content they put into the game. The game has been branded as shit by most people. So nobody's going to just want more shit. It just doesn't make sense. So I agree with that 100%. Ubisoft's internal town hall meeting fails to reassure employees on its future. Ubisoft apparently held an internal town hall Q&A meeting with employees yesterday to instill confidence in the company's upcoming changes. But according to over a dozen employees who spoke to Insider Gaming anonymously, it appears to have had the opposite effect. And of course it's going to do. Of course it is. You want to know why it's going to have the opposite effect? It's because first the chuds realized you were lying. And the journalists and the gaming media ran damage control for you. They still are, by the way. Then your employees figured out that you were lying. And once your employees figured out you were lying, they started talking to the gaming media who's been running damage control for you. So very few of them are actually reporting on the town hall stuff, but realistically, it's eventually going to come out that they know that you're lying. And that the chuds were fucking right again. Of course, the chuds were right again. How are you going to have a town hall trying to convince everybody that everything is going to be fine when you just told them to please fire themselves? You openly told everybody that you're looking for like 200 employees to fire themselves. If not, you're going to fire them. And then you're over here like, hey guys, we're one big family, pizza party. You know, like that's not gonna work, bro. The people are not gonna have any confidence in you whatsoever. God damn it. Fucking bro. AI fixed it. AI fixed it. AI thought that I was misspelling. I'm not misspelling AI. Look at this. Assassin's Creed learning. Come on, I put leering. Why'd you fix it? I'm gonna try again. I'll try again. We'll make it work. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, maybe I could say, hold on. Maybe I could say, please remove. Hold on, please remove the letter N from learning and keep everything else the same. Okay, let's see if that works. So anyway, let's read what's going on with the Ubisoft, and we'll kind of go from there. Let's see from there. Add quotes. I did add quotes, and they still put learning. So we got to see if I tell it to remove the N, will it work? I don't know. We'll see. Yo, Binoc with a 20, bro.
Here we go. Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha.
He says, Ubisoft tells us we should get used to not owning our games, but our wallets tell them that they should get used to not having any customers. Truth. 100%. You speak no lies. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Bidog, for the 20. I appreciate you, brother. Let's fucking go. I would play this game yesterday, bro. Let's go. It worked. Yeah, it worked. Assassin's Creed leering. Yes, let's go. I'll play this right now. Right now, this very second. That's great. Oh, man. That's amazing. Yeah. This is what AI was made for. AI was made to have fun. That's so good. Holy shit. I love it. Isn't the word spelled leering with 2 E's? I thought it was learning, but without the end. I could have sworn that's what it was. Shut up and take my buddy. Oh man. Anyway, all right, let's get to the Ubisoft stuff. I don't want to be on Ubisoft too long. Fuck these people. What is Ubisoft doing today? Let's see. So we got Town Hall featured Eve, Executive Vice President, whatever, who cares? In a roundtable format, according to those who spoke to Insider Gaming, employees described the Town Hall as an expert class in avoiding questions. Oh, wow, shocker. With executives repeatedly sidestepping or recycling earlier statements. Wow, shocker. So you mean to tell me exactly what the chuds were saying that they were doing during every single investors call that has happened over the last 2 years for Ubisoft? When the CEO and all the people who run the investors calls, they're dodging questions left and right, and they're answering with the most vague political speak possibly. And now the employees are on the receiving end of that same exact political speak? Wow, you don't say. Color me shocked. Insider Gaming was set. Oh, that's crazy, bro. The employees don't care. The employees don't fucking care. Insider Gaming was sent a recording of the town hall under the condition that it would not be made public. Bro, they sent them a recording of it. That's insane. The employees really don't fucking care anymore. Eve opened the town hall once again, reinforcing the decision for the 5-day return to office mandate, stating it's a decision we have not taken lightly, but we feel strongly it will bring more efficiency, innovation, and velocity. as it already has since we came back 3 days per week. Working in person brings stronger performance, especially in the tech and creative industries. Eve addressed concerns about our supposed hidden agenda to lay off employees, stating our only objective is to get Ubisoft back on the right path as soon as possible, to share success and profits. Oh, so you guys are clearly failing then. So all this shit about, it sold softer than we expected, but don't worry, guys. The game's still a success. Like we're doing good. We're fine. Like all the chuds we're saying for the longest time is that Ubisoft has been getting felted left and right, and that their video games are clearly not selling what they are saying they're selling, or at least that they're trying to represent it in a way that makes it seem like they're doing okay. But it was so obvious that they're not doing okay. Nobody who's doing okay needs to be bought out partially 25% by another company. That's just what it is. If they're doing okay and they're doing great, they will continue to do it on their own and make as much money as they claim they're making. But they just weren't. They just weren't. Odin says, but I thought Assassin's Creed Shadows was softer than expected. It was. And so was Star Wars Outlaws. So was Skull and Bones. So was Lost Crown. Prince of Persia, Lost Crown. It's all these games were sold softer than expected. So what the fuck were you expecting? Maybe after a certain point, you probably have to look at the person who's in charge of judging analytics and making predictions and probably say, hey, you really fucking suck at your job. You're not exactly predicting us to be where you say we're going to be, and we're always softer than expected. And I'm sure by softer, they really mean they're in the ground. But anyway, so they share, I founded Ubisoft with my brothers, and as you can imagine, my goal is to continue to make it flourish for many years to come. It's thanks to your strengths and collective talents that we will succeed. It's crazy because the unions over at Ubisoft are calling for the CEO to resign. And he's over here like, yeah, we're going to run this shit for years to come. We're going to keep doing this for years to come. You are the problem. You are the problem. The CEO and the executives are the problem. After a certain point, you can only blame developers so much. You have to realize that it's coming from the top. The host said that more than 300 questions were submitted for the Q&A, with sources noting that some had 700 to 800 upvotes, 3 to 4 times the number from past Q&A calls. When asked why they thought this was, many said it was due to the frustration, anger, and betrayal employees felt from the current announcements. I mean, again, I don't know. Like all this is... Oh, here we go. Acknowledged lack of communication. One positive from the call was that Ubisoft acknowledged the lack of communication about the announced structural changes, with Executive Vice President Cecil acknowledging that most employees learned about many of the upcoming changes from media reports. Yeah, how about the person that you fucking fired from the Prince of Persia remake, where she didn't even know she was fired until her brother sent her an article from the gaming media? How fucked up is that? Talk about a lack of communication. That's fucked up. Ubisoft, listen, Ubisoft doesn't like being honest, okay? I think I could say that with utmost certainty. It's pretty obvious that it would seem that Ubisoft does not like being honest. They try to phrase things and paint things in the best light. And listen, I get it. I totally get that, especially from a corporate perspective. I get it. You always want your company to look the best that it possibly can. Totally understand that. But after a certain point, once everybody has realized that you're getting felted over and over and over again, and you're losing an ungodly amount of money, maybe it's time to be a little bit honest. I'm not telling you to just put everything out there. I'm not saying to just, dump all your fucking information out there. But what I'm saying is take some accountability and say, you know what? We haven't been leading this company very well over the last couple of years, and we're going to make some drastic changes to get us back on track. But instead of that, they're like, yeah, we're going to keep running this shit. We're not going to, you're not going to get rid of us, but we're going to get this back on track. Like, they don't want to take accountability for anything whatsoever. And I think that comes from the top. I think that comes from the CEO, because him and his brothers, as he stated, have been running this company for way too long. And while the company was good in the beginning and had some bangers in the past, you cannot ride with that forever. You have fucked up so many of your IPs. One of the easiest money-making machines, which was Assassin's Creed, that even with all the drama, still at least made some money. It just isn't nowhere near enough to fix your company and save you. It's just not. You guys fucked this up so bad, you need to fix it. Plain and simple. Your U.S. stock price is less than $1, bro. It's less than $1. I can buy multiple stocks of Ubisoft cheaper than what I could buy a burger at McDonald's. It's sad. The fuck are we doing? I don't know. Anyway, so there's a lot here. I mean, you guys can go check out the article if you want and kind of read all the stuff that's in here right now. But it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. And I'm sure it's a lot of just fucking cope, really, from the executives. Because like the employees said, they're dodging questions. They're dodging questions left and right. They don't want to answer. They don't want to have any kind of accountability. They just want to make you feel good. And they want to sell you a promise that they know they're not going to deliver on. And I think, ironically, I think that the employees are finally smart enough that they're waking up to that bullshit. And I don't think it's going to work the same as it used to for them, for Ubisoft. I don't think this is going to work for Ubisoft nowhere near as it did before. So hopefully that's the case. But, you know, again, we'll find out, I'm sure, at some point.